crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie Woo, VVS. I just turn the water on. Big ol' flex, shit you never saw before. These niggas chasing me like waterfalls.
Who said that? Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Williams is in the building. See y'all.
Mes amis, mboko jam sezi kon sa, mes amis, gros jou fane di kon sa mleve papa. Mboko jam bosse dam. Mboko jam bosse, mboko men bosse dam kounya. Lem gade téléphone am fin pouye. Mdi boze merci pour joua. Que boze ban mwe. I pray to God, say God, thank you so much for Friday. Kounya lem gade mwe Porsha Williams. Porsha Williams is divorcing her husband after 15 months. Mboko jam sezi kon sa. Sezis m'a pas quitté. Sezis m'a pas quitté. During Black Women's Black History Month, let me tell you something. Black Women's Black History Month, I'm ready for this month to be over. Never thought I'd say this. This is so anti-black. But I'm ready for this month to be over. Y'all have worked me to the bone. I can't keep up no more. Mind y'all, it is currently 10:57 p.m. Okay, I just want y'all to see the time. It is 10:57 p.m. I am just getting back from a Mayavana party. Shout out to Mayavana. This weekend is Brennan Brothers hair show weekend in Atlanta. It's a lot of things going on, and I'm glad I went to the happy hour. But yeah, y'all, so back to today. It's Friday. I couldn't believe it. I woke up and I saw the Porsha news. What really just boggled me about this? I was at the wedding. I went to the fucking wedding. I was at the wedding. I was at this wedding, guys, and when I tell you the display of love, the display of just love from both sides of these families at the wedding. I was at the American version. I'm really mad. I always felt a way that I didn't get to go to the African version. So the Nigerian version of the wedding was supposed to happen in Nigeria. And when it came time to go, there was a spike in COVID. So Porsha had to cancel that. So we weren't able to go to Nigeria. But still, I always wish that she would have placed me in the African portion, but it's fine. The American version of the wedding was beautiful. Porsha looked gorgeous. She had so much fun. Drew Hill came and she was on stage with Drew Hill doing the hop. It was just so incredible. The love that, hold on y'all, my hands are gonna be a little ashy. I just washed my hands, child. I don't know what Vaseline put in this, by the way. They're not paying me for this, but this has become my favorite moisturizer. Like, I don't know what I did with the top of this. I always mess up the tops, but let me put this on my hands. Oh, and I love, it smells so good, so good. Oh, I love this line by Vaseline. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, they haven't paid me for this. They're not paying me to say this, but Vaseline, y'all need to send me more of this. Like, I love this. But anyway, y'all, I was at this wedding and it was just so beautiful to see. Her mom was so happy and radiating, and Porsha was radiating. So anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up what I think about this. I think this is all a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. This is all a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit during Black Women's Black History Month, okay? You guys we all saw the news of Simon, and his immigration woes, and him potentially, not getting citizenship and basically facing deportation. Before I go into that, I want to say this. It just was so funny to me to watch a lot of Black creators enjoy the news of Simon being deported. Why don't y'all have the same energy for non-Black immigrants? Like, the immigrants that actually get all the benefits that African Americans should get. Because Black immigrants don't get anything. We don't. I'm a testament of that. Got my citizenship a decade ago. Can't tell you what I've gotten. Because I've got nothing. Nothing. But immigrants who are not Black get a lot from this country. Okay? They get laws that protect them. Okay? I am a Haitian-born Canadian that grew up in Miami. I saw Cubans, white Cubans, get benefits that Haitians dream of. I come from the land of wet foot, dry foot. Seeing Cubans set their feet on the shore and seeing a Haitian set their feet on the shore and seeing the Haitian be treated like the Nagor that they are and be sent back and the white Cubans stay. I come from the Elian Gonzalez times, okay? And it's always so funny to me watching African Americans make fun of Black immigrants getting deported. Why don't y'all have that energy for non-Black immigrants who actually get all the things that this country owes y'all? Xenophobia is real. Like, y'all really like go up in arms and kiki about Black immigrants. Ooh, he getting deported. Why don't y'all have that energy for non-Black immigrants who are your actual competition? We're not. We're not. Trust and believe we're not. You know, xenophobia is real. I'm actually tired of having the conversation. It is what it is. Y'all are going to believe what y'all want. Y'all are going to look at us how y'all want. What I always find interesting is with Black Americans when it comes to, you know, how Black Americans see Black immigrants that come into this country. Oh, y'all think y'all better than us? Y'all think y'all better than us? Y'all don't ever want to have the conversation from your point of view. It's always, oh, y'all think y'all better? When honestly, Black immigrants, when we come to this country, it's not that we think we're better than you. It's that we grow up with a heavy amount of shame. We have a lot of shame. And when you come into this country, you see how open you guys are and how your parents let you do whatever. We just don't grow up like that. We don't grow up like that. We grow up where if any little thing we do brings shame upon our name, shame upon the family, that the family don't own you. Oh my God, Jessica got no sex. Jessica got no drug. Like, I'll never forget coming home telling my mama I smoked a cigarette. Whoa, Jessica's doing crack. Whoa, you know, crack, you know what I'm saying? The WhatsApp chat going off. Baby, the Haitian family members coming in. They laying hands on me. They praying on me whole time. I didn't even take a blow off that cigarette. Okay? We just grow up with a lot of shame. Our cultures are different. Doesn't mean that we think we're better than you. Not going to sit here and act like some don't think that they are. But that's not necessarily the narrative for all of us. I really wish we would stick together more. But, you know, that ain't ever going to happen. We don't have no unity. It's so funny. We ain't got no unity. So it is what it is. But going back to Simon's deportation, you know, I'm not going to break it down. Y'all have seen all the channels break it down. I'm not going to break it down. What I find interesting when it comes to Simon's deportation is that this man has been in this country for 40 years. And don't come to me and talk about, oh, he scammed 30 years ago. I don't give a fuck. I come from Miami-Dade County. I grew up in Miami-Dade County. Everybody was scamming. I was the only motherfucker not scamming. Everybody was scamming. Everybody was doing fraud. Everybody was taking somebody's identity. Everybody was. That was the norm. That was the norm in Miami-Dade County. Like, and if you ain't had no scammer nigga, you wasn't that girl. You had to at least have one scammer in your corner. And baby, when you date a scammer, you was that girl. The scammers take you on the best dates. Prom 112, okay? Prom 112, the lobster mac and cheese, bitch. Okay? Like, it was the norm. So I don't understand why when y'all, oh my God, he African, he a scammer. Okay. And do you not know what America does to African countries? Do you guys, like, have you ever sat down and really done research on what America has done to countries like Haiti and to countries, all the countries in Africa, what they're currently doing to the Congo? Do you guys not know what happens in these countries? The fact that these Africans come here and scam, that is their reparations. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. Scam, baby. Get your scam on during Women's Black History Month. They owe you that. It's called Robin Hood reparations for black people. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm better than them. No. Get it how you live. Get it how you live. Do your research on what America does to these African countries. Okay? So I'm not going to sit here and come on here and talk shit about Simon. Nah. I'm a black immigrant. I know the struggle. I know the struggle. I know what it takes to get citizenship in this country. It's not easy. I know what it was to have my permanent resident. I know what it was. I know what it costs. And so a lot of you who were laughing at Simon, and that's why I'm so glad that he gets online and he laughs back at y'all, because y'all have no idea. You guys have no idea what immigration is like in this country. Okay? And I stand with him when he says, well, damn, I've been here for 40 years. Why y'all didn't do y'all research? Why is America? Think about it. America, who has yet to make Trump pay his taxes, is putting all these requirements on black immigrants to show your criminal history. Why y'all not doing that research? That's your job. That's not my job. That's your job. I've been here 40 years. I've gone through permanent residency. Y'all denied it. Y'all canceled it. And still I'm here. And now when I get married, now you want to deport me after 40 years. No. That's on y'all. That's not on me. And so going back to Porsha, I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's a scheme that Todd set up. Now, I ain't going to tell y'all what my source is. But I can confirm to you guys that Porsha and Simon are in a good place, okay? It's not a ring didn't mean a thing. I know some of y'all, not Kim Zolciak, not Porsha being a real Kim Zolciak. The ring didn't mean a thing to you. But they're in a good place. And I was able to confirm that through family members. They're in a very good place. They're very amicable. They're still together. But this is a scheme that Todd set up so that, and this is not, nobody confirmed this to me, but this is what I am summarizing. I think that it's best for Porsha to protect her assets. Porsha is with someone who we don't know what the U.S. is going to do. We don't know. We don't know if they're going to grant him citizenship. We don't know. And Porsha is someone who has secured her peach, has secured an agreement with NBC Universal to create scripted content. She has to protect that. I know y'all like to think that Porsha's so stupid. She's not. She has to protect her empire that she's building. Porsha Williams is the first housewife to secure the deal that she has with NBC. And make no mistake about it, they did that deal with her because they were desperate to get this Simon storyline. My sister is not stupid. And my cancer sis, one thing about cancers, we will hit you out of nowhere. Cancers have a knack of hitting you out of nowhere. Big news out of nowhere. And when you look at Porsha, the last 15 years, she has a knack for doing that. Just popping up with big news, popping up. Oh, I'm engaged. Popping up. Oh, here goes Simon. And what's the hot dog man? The hot dog nigga. Her PJ's daddy. I can't remember his name. But here go the hot dog nigga with Simon. We all good. We family. We are a family. Hey, y'all. I got a show with both of them. Like, she has a knack for doing that. Cancer mood, okay? She's not stupid. She is protecting her assets. And so that's what that's all about. I cannot wait to see the season.
Okay, so as I'm editing this, I did see that People Magazine did release an article late last night, and they say that Marlo Hampton is departing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Thank God. Thank God. Because she was terrible. The reality star tells people she's ready to participate in a new creative entertainment projects focused on her future and not reliving in her past. Great, good for you. She won't be returning to the Bravo franchise for season 16. She tells people exclusively, my contract with Real Housewives of Atlanta ended when season 15 wrapped. This break from Real Housewives of Atlanta is a fresh start, allowing me the space to participate in new creative entertainment projects. Good for her. She talked about her nephews and how they're transitioning. And good for her. She says she also wants to dive into philanthropy, fashion, and fabulosity. Good for her. I know that Marlo actually had an opportunity back in the day with Funky Dineva, and I can't remember the rest of the cast, but she was supposed to start in her own show, and she didn't do it because she really just was comfortable with being in Nene's shadow. Like, I think that was the issue with her. And from what I gather, Funky Dineva has talked about it several times that she was really like the only person that made the show fall through. They were waiting on her. So hopefully this teaches her, it's taught her that, hey, like, go and do your own thing. But also, I just think she was terrible. She should have never had a peach. Like, I think Marlo was good on the show when she was a side character, when she was like in Nene's shadow. That was when, to me, she was enjoyable. The more camera time she got, the more camera time that she got on the show, she just became very just unenjoyable. And it just took the show to another place to me. It gave Love and Hip Hop to me. And with some of the new people I do see that they're bringing on, I do fear that it's going to continue to go that way.
Cannot wait to see the season. Now, I do see some of the people that, they've announced. I want to see people that are married. That's just my personal opinion. I want to see old money. I want to see, these last 4 years that I've been in Atlanta, there is a crowd here that I really want y'all to get to know. There is old money, good money, new money, money in Atlanta. There are women who deserve that platform. And I just feel like I'm not hating on anyone, but I just feel like that platform should go to people who really have a lot to lose and a lot to bring to the table. Their marriages, their kids, their family dynamics. I really want to see that. And so I don't know what Bravo is doing. But let's see what People Magazine said about Porsha Williams. Porsha Williams files divorce from Simon Guobadia after 15 months of marriage. Exclusive. Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia's marriage is coming to an end. Over a year and a half, they tied the knot. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alum filed for divorce from Guobadia on Thursday in Atlanta, which was yesterday. According to court documents obtained by People, news of their split comes as rumors fly online about Guobadia's citizenship status. However, a source tells People the divorce is unrelated to recent allegations involving Simon's past. The cause of their split is an ongoing matter. I saw some people say, well, is this a who the fuck did I just marry thing? And I don't think so. I think that Porsha was well aware. Porsha was well aware of Simon's past. It's no secret. Just because we weren't all talking about it doesn't mean that it was a secret. Simon is a Nigerian living in Atlanta. And not to say anything about Nigerians. But Nigerians in Atlanta, come on. If you Nigerian and you live in Atlanta, baby, we already got a notion of you, okay? We already know what's up. So nah, I don't think that this is a case of Porsha not knowing who the fuck does she marry. It's not giving Reesa Teesa at all. I just think that this is a case of her protecting her assets, as she should. As she should. Okay, let's move on. I'm sorry, I'm so tipsy. My Ivana had them drinks flowing, baby. I'm so tipsy, but I say, you know what? If I don't do this tonight, y'all not gonna do. I'm already a little behind on my Love Is Blind content, and also I gotta give y'all my full Reesa Teesa video. But Wendy Williams, let's talk about Wendy Williams. How do you guys feel about Wendy Williams? I'm seeing a lot of people online saying that this is her karma. You know, the New York Times reported yesterday, Wendy Williams, the former daytime talk show host, has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, a disorder that makes it difficult or impossible for a person to express or comprehend language, according to a statement from her representatives. It's no coincidence that Wendy ends up with a disease like this that controls her ability to speak, think, express herself, when this is what this woman has done for the last 40 years. This is what her career has been for over 4 decades, is her expressing herself, speaking, and for her to have this disease, I think it is no mistake. I'm not going to sit here and say it's karma, but I will say that it definitely is a spiritual attack on where I believe. I truly believe in God. I truly believe in the devil. I believe that God has power, so does the devil. The Bible does speak about that a lot. And that is why it is important, if you are a believer, to stay rooted and planted in God and God's plan for your life, God's desires for your life, to constantly seek God for, you know, your daily guidance and what God should have you do in your daily life. I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's a coincidence. Do I think it's karma? I'm not going to say that, but I don't think it's a coincidence. I have always admired Wendy Williams, and I met her in 2018. Pink Magazine honored her in New York City. I regret not asking her for a picture, but I did go up to her and I told her what I felt about her. I told her that I loved her work. I told her that I appreciated her, and I've always liked her. I've always felt that Wendy was very funny. I felt that there was no one like her, and even in these past like at least 6 months, there have been so many things that have happened in pop culture that I'm like, my God, like the fact that we don't have a Wendy Williams, we don't have someone to give us just a little bit of messiness. Yes, we have YouTube, we have creators, you know, we have people that are on this platform that give us the tea, but there will never be another Wendy Williams. But there's somebody out there who can give us something that resembles that. But there's like none of these people, nobody is a Wendy Williams. She ate this up, like pop culture, celebrity gossip. That was what she ate, shitted out, like dreamed about, sat on, harped on. Like that was her life. She dedicated her life to that. And I feel that it's really crazy to see her be villainized, but people like Howard Stern are not villainized. What was the other white lady that was so mean to, that had all those surgeries? I can't remember her name, but she used to be on E! News. She was on E! all the time. It's so crazy how the black woman is always villainized, but the whites are never. But yeah, Miss Wendy Williams, 59, who hosted the Wendy Williams Show on Fox for more than a decade, was officially diagnosed last year after undergoing a battery of medical tests, according to a statement released on Thursday. The tests show that Miss Williams has primary progressive aphasia, a type of frontotemporal dementia, her representative says, adding that she was receiving the necessary medical care. So, you know, I was looking at this, and there's a lot of treatment for this, for aphasia, dementia. So that Bruce Willis has the same. Prayerfully, she gets the medical attention that she needs. Now, I did come up with another article today on People. Wendy Williams asked for personal space and peace amid overwhelming response of dementia diagnosis. Exclusive. This is Daniel Batcher that wrote this for People magazine. Also, I was seeing that her family, Wendy Williams' guardian, files lawsuit against Lifetime's parent company ahead of new documentary, which I thought that was interesting because from my understanding, Wendy Williams has some type of agreement with Lifetime, which is why we had the Wendy Williams movie that was, I mean, the acting was horrible, but it was still entertaining. But that was part of her agreement with Lifetime. She had, like, you know, sort of like what Porsha Williams has with NBC. She had a scripted content agreement with Lifetime. But now we see Wendy Williams' guardian has filed a lawsuit against Lifetime's parent company, A&E Television Networks. The guardian, whom TMZ names as Sabrina Morosi, filed the lawsuit against under seal on Thursday, 2 days before the planned premiere of Lifetime's new documentary, Where's Wendy Williams, which explores Wendy's life under the guardianship. The new lawsuit appears to be filed as an attempt to prohibit the airing of the upcoming documentary. That's not going to happen. They're going to air that shit. They're airing it, baby. It's too late. A hearing date has reportedly been set for next week. Baby, I don't see that doing anything. I wonder if she's not getting a check, though. Reesa and A&E have not responded to People's request for comment. While speaking to People for this week's cover story about Williams, Mark Ford, the executive producer of the documentary, said that Wendy's attorneys and guardianship attorneys were consulted and signed off on the project. Child, they gonna air that shit. The documentary gonna get aired, baby. That documentary not going nowhere. And I will be watching because I baby, that clip of her and Black China, and the fact that even with dementia, she could still remember that she was broke, child. I can't. She could still remember that Kevin was broke. She broke, child. One thing about dementia, it's not gonna make you forget that you ain't got no coin. Okay? But do you guys feel that this is Wendy's karma? Do you guys feel that she deserves this? During Black History, Black Women's Month, I'm gonna withhold my thoughts on that. And what I will say is, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think that what you put out into the universe, you get back. I'm not saying that anybody deserves anything, but what you put out, you get back. I think it's a universe thing. Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. Let me know what you guys think. I just want to touch on Kelly Rowland really, really quickly.
So Kelly Rowland walked off the set of the Today Show because the dressing room wasn't up to par.
As she should, Bethany Frankel, because I know you ain't coming on Beyonce's internet trying to tell Kelly Rowland that she ain't no diva. See, and this is why I cannot subscribe to white feminism, because white women will never miss an opportunity to let a Black woman know that she should be happy for scraps. But bitch, we're not doing that during Black Women's Black History Month. I'm gonna need you to mind your unwashed legs business, okay? You limp linker. It is Black History Month. We don't want to hear it. Everybody white, sit tight. Shut the fuck up. We want a peaceful ass Black History Month. Okay? And to those of you guys on Beyonce's internet saying that Kelly Rowland ain't no J-Lo, you are good and goddamn correct. Because Kelly Rowland can sing. Your fave cannot. That lady been stealing voices for 30 years. 30 ans. Fais-moi jouer le caca, nous, bonne sans avis. And keep Kelly Rowland name out y'all motherfucking mouths during Black History Month and beyond.
So post the whole J-Lo debacle, you know, the media now is trying to say that Kelly Rowland left because she was being asked about Beyonce. I don't believe that for one bit. I do not believe that for one bit. And when they showed the clip, of her being asked about Beyonce, she didn't look upset to me. So again, I'm not believing that. I am believing that J-Lo was in her dressing room, point blank period, and that she was not given the dressing room that she was supposed to have. She had been there for the 8 a.m. hour, and for the 10 a.m. hour, she was supposed to co-host the Today Show, and they didn't give her the correct dressing room. Kelly Rowland does not come in by herself. Someone like Kelly Rowland, especially right now, she is promoting Mea Culpa, which is her movie that she has on Netflix with Tyler Perry, that she co-produced, and it's co-starring Trevante Rhodes. Mind you, Kelly Rowland and Trevante are doing the sex. I just want to make that clear. Tyler Perry has Kelly Rowland and Trevante Rhodes doing the sex on Netflix. Seated. I'm seated. Seated. When she tá, okay? Et puis m'pas bouger, non? M'pas bouger, I'm not moving. I'm seated. Okay? Trevante Rhodes and Kelly Rowland. Okay? And I want to see this get the same attention that Bird Box shit had got. Y'all remember Bird Box? Do y'all remember Bird Box? When Trevante Rhodes during Black Women's Black History Month was rescuing that white lady? I want Mea Culpa to get the same. Seated. Energy. We are seated. Period. During Black History, Black Women Month, we are seated. Okay? Seated. All right? Not they doing the sex, baby. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's given J-Lo's people was trying to work overtime to try to spin the story. People trying to... I don't see Kelly Rowland being annoyed by Beyonce questions, especially when I saw the line of questioning. It was just so, it was like 1 or 2 questions. It wasn't that deep. And Kelly Rowland, for the last 4 decades, she's used to getting asked about Beyonce. She's used to it. She's used to it. No, it's not giving that. It's giving y'all are trying to make a Black woman out to be a villain. And this is the shit that Monique, Taraji, like all these Black women have talked about. Okay? Y'all are out to make a Black woman, a dark-skinned Black woman, be a villain for no fucking reason. And it's not gonna happen on my watch during Black Women's Black History, Black Women's Month, period. All right, y'all. I don't want to hold you guys for too long. While I am going to give you guys a fuller video on today's social scandal, today's social scandal is rightfully given to Reesa Teesa. She's a young lady that got on TikTok and had the entire world seated and, you know, at her beck and call on TikTok last weekend. She single-handedly hijacked my entire 3-day weekend with no effort. I was seated. And here are a couple thoughts that I have on Reesa Teesa. You know what fascinates me about Reesa Teesa's story? She held on to this man because he performed one good act of service. One good act of service. Sis was going to meet this man first date at Cheesecake Factory. For all she knows, she was headed down to the Cheesecake Factory. She was going to have a miso salmon, with the potatoes on the side, with the asparagus, with a Georgia peach, with some warm, hot brown bread on the side, baby. No Cheesecake Factory slander. No Cheesecake Factory slander is accepted on just a couple things. Okay, let's just get that straight. All right? Because I know how y'all do. Acting like y'all too good for pumpernickel brown bread. She's on her way to the brown bread. And she pops her tire. She calls this man. She's expecting, you know, oh, let's reschedule. No, this man comes to meet her, buys her a new tire. How often does a man do something like that on the first date? Surely the man who bought her a fresh tire within the first 24 hours of meeting her would take her to London. Surely the man who bought her a fresh new tire within a couple hours of meeting her would buy her a new BMW. Surely that man who bought her a brand new tire within a couple hours of meeting her would buy her a house. Surely a man who bought her a fresh new tire within a couple hours of meeting her would buy her a new home. Surely that same man who bought her a brand new tire within a couple hours of meeting her would buy her That's what he's supposed to about her. Surely the same man who met her within a couple hours of meeting her, bought her a brand new tire, would meet her at the altar in her white dress. Surely she could have a child. She could have her name dropped, her eggs cracked, for a man who brought her a brand new tire within a couple hours of meeting her. Do you know what that tells me about this woman? And I'm so happy she took responsibility and she said, I thought it was my turn. And she even said, I was desperate. But you know what I want to add to that? That woman is a woman who had not been served, either ever or at least for a very long time. No one had served her. Think about that. How many women are walking around unserved? How many of us grew up serving others, eldest daughter? How many of us grew up in households where you were expected to serve, where you were brought up to serve? Then you get married, you're serving. You go into society, you're serving. You're a woman, that's your role. And a lot of times as a woman, no one is serving you. And so here you are, you meet a man who serves you immediately. She held on to that. She held on to that. And while a lot of us don't have the Reesa Teesa story to that degree, because a lot of y'all are Reesa Teesas, let's just keep it a buck, a lot of us can relate to that because you meet someone and they perform one good act. And then here you are holding on to hope that there must be more good acts of service to come behind that, to follow that. Now, I will be doing a full video on Reesa Teesa. I just have to edit it, but it will go up this week. Well, actually this coming week. I hope you guys are still interested because I have a lot of thoughts. But those are my initial thoughts on Reesa Teesa. So let me know what you guys think. And let me know what you guys want me to address because I haven't done the full video yet. So let me know what you guys want me to address and I will do so in the video. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe. If you are new here, I am your sister. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And also, make sure that you follow Jess a couple things. I have started a new Instagram. First of all, shout out to Issa Rae and Hooray, who actually gave me a shout out. I got a call from her company over the week and they told me like, hey, we're very proud of you for starting Jess a couple things. That is a brilliant thing. I was like, oh my God, like, not y'all. Shout out to Jifa. Jifa is solely responsible literally for pitching me to Issa to do the Chat Shit podcast. We do have another podcast in the works for another television show. So please stay tuned. I'm really, really excited to announce this next podcast. I'm actually looking for a co-host for it. I've just been thinking, like I'm just seeking like, okay, who should I have for this next one? Zach was so good with Chat Shit, and now for this new one, I need someone who's really gonna dive into this with me as well. But just a couple things. It's my Instagram that's solely dedicated to this content, and the reason why I created it is because I'm so tired of having meetings with people and them saying things like, well, we don't know what you want to do. We want to go to Instagram. We don't know if you're, a reality show person or a YouTube person or a host or an influencer. Bitch, I do it all, bitch. But seriously, so just a couple things is going to be dedicated to my commentary. It's going to be dedicated to all my commentary about all the stuff that I'm watching. And I'm going to go ahead and throw in like makeup looks from time to time. I'll do like daily vlogs from time to time just because a lot of you like to ask me about my makeup and stuff like that. So that's going to be dedicated to that. And my main page, The Jessie Woo, will be dedicated to a lot of stuff that I'm working on. I have music that I'm working on. I have acting. Next month, I have a movie that I'm shooting and I want to solely just focus on that page and make it clear that I'm serious about acting, about music, but also I'm very serious about commentary as well. This is what I enjoy. I enjoy all of it. I just want to make it clear. So just a couple things, it's its own brand. And then The Jessie Woo is who I am. Both of them are who I am, to be honest. But just a couple things is her own thing. and I'm excited to see where she goes. She already has 5,000 followers on Instagram, so I'm really excited for her. And what I'm really, really thankful for is just a couple things is a name that you guys gave me. Nobody else gave me that. And I feel that God will truly, truly send you people to pour into you. And I've been very thankful that in my life, it's been you guys who have poured into me. And you guys leave me comments all the time telling me, oh, Jess, you did this, oh, you said this, you said that, and that really touched me. But I cannot cry. I just cannot thank y'all enough for pouring into me. Thinking of me. Y'all gave me just a couple things. And I want to thank you. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. So I'm really thankful. Really thankful. I love you guys, and I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys with all my heart. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. So thankful to God for blessing me with all of you. You know, those of you guys who call me sister, those of you guys who call me auntie, those of you guys who call me cousin, those of you guys who call me your little sister, I'm thankful for all of you. And I hope you guys understand that. And I love you. I love you. And yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. I'm gonna go cry now.
All these diamonds on my body and they crystal clear. I make magic with these hundreds, watch them disappear. Big ol' raindrops up in my ear. If you gon' name drop, let's get it clear. Jessie Woo.